Hello, everyone, and welcome to this series called Build with Near. This entire series, it's a three-part series designed by me. My name is Nyana Lakshmi, and I work as one of the Near India ambassadors as a part of the Near India Guild. And I'm recently graduated rather as a Near certified developer verified, and I'm excited to build this series with you. So this video that you're watching is the second video and the part 2 of the series. If you haven't watched the part 1, that is setting up and going through, rather reading a smart contract, I highly recommend to go through part 1 and then come to this part, that is part 2, where we'll be writing our own contract. So the contract language of our choice is assembly script. Near contracts can be written in either assembly script or Rust, and we have chosen to go ahead with assembly script. So what are we going to build today? If you can see the image over here, you see the image of a roulette on your left and the roulette board on your right on which the betting happens. We are going to build a very simple contract. So if you see the even or the odd, right? So the user can bet X amount of money either on the even or the odd. And the roulette machine spins and the ball randomly lands on one of the numbers, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to replicate the even odd betting game in the form of a small smart contract. So what are we going to write? We would be writing a contract that would represent betting scenarios in the game of roulette, right? One of the betting scenarios rather. So we would create a game. Create a game initially, which would have some near. For example, that is the casino, right? Which has already put in some money. The user will bet for some amount of money on the smart contract, and the user will choose whether they want to bet on odd or whether they want to bet on even. The system or our contract will randomly generate a number, and based on whether it's even or odd, the user wins or loses. And of course, winner gets all the money. So let's get started. I'm going to be sharing my screen, which will have all right. So for those who missed the previous session, what we did was we cloned one repo called learn near starter assembly script, right? So you can just click on this, copy this, and then go to your terminal, do a git clone, copy the repo, and it will get cloned, right? So since I have already cloned the repo, you can see that I am already inside the starter assembly script. It already has one contract, which we will be overwriting with our own contract. So I'm going to open this entire folder in VS Code. All right. So inside VS Code, if you see inside the source directory, and there is a sample directory inside which there's a test directory and an assembly directory. If you go inside the assemblies directory and click on index.ts, this is your smart contract. There is already a default smart contract with couple of functions over here, right? Which is about sending a message, saving a message, and printing some information. This is the contract that we are going to overwrite. Now, I already have another contract that I had written earlier, right? Which is a similar game. So I'm going to copy this contract code as well and keep it with us. So, you know, in case we do need any references, we can pick up from this contract, right? So let's get started with our contract. Okay, I'm going to leave the import as of now, right? And first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a class, right? A class called roulette, right? This is the class that will hold all the necessary details of the game. So let us see. Okay, so let's say we have a player 1, right? And we are going to take the address of the player. So we are going to, of course, there's going to be only one player because the other player is going to be the system itself, that is us, right? So there's going to be a player, then there's going to be a guess. So maybe we can keep the guess as a U32 that is, or let's keep it as bool because it's going to be even or odd, right? So let's have a guess, and then initial amount, right? This will be the amount that would be sent by us, right? That is the contract initially will hold some amount which will be sent by deploying the contract. So this is like the casino is giving some amount, right? And then bet amount. This is the amount that is being sent by the user, right? So let us have a constructor where we are going to have this dot player is equal to, there is something called context which can have the account of the sender, right? So let's say context dot sender. This will store the player. So whenever a new game is created, right, we will say that or let us, yeah. So whoever is calling the new game, they will become the player, right? So this, and then this dot guess, let's just leave it at false now. Yeah. So okay, I think this should be the default. Okay, so I don't think this should be the player because the player will not be calling the constructor. We will be, when we initialize the game with some amount of money, we will be calling the constructor. So let's keep the player, let's not initialize the player for now, and neither the bet amount. So what we are going to do here is the initial guess, of course, we can choose to have it or not have it. But the initial amount is required to be populated. So here we have the context that we can take in from the Near SDK. So if you see the Near SDK, we can take the context from there, which will have the attached deposit. So when this contract is being called, the constructor is being called, there is a deposit that is attached with it that will act as the initial deposit for the game. So the initial deposit plus the bet amount will together become the final winning amount, right? So let's say that this dot player, we just say like none, this dot bet amount for now, we'll call it 0. All right. So the U28 is actually another data type that is present in the Near SDK, which can be used to define this can be used like a way sort of quantity. Like this can be used to take in the amount of Near, because all of the cryptos that you see are cryptocurrencies, rather, they have X amount of decimals, and because of the number of decimals associated with them, the normal U32 or 16 or 32-bit 64-bit are not able to hold that. That's why there is a U128 data type that can hold the amount of Near that is sent in as the deposit, right? So initially the bet amount is 0 and the player is, we have just put it as none. So now that you are well aware of what we are going to build and you have also written your first class, congratulations guys. Now we are ready to move on to write our next set of functions.